What is happening? Welcome to another pitch video breakdown. My name is Nick Pollack, founder of UntitledPitcherList.com, former college pitcher and pitching coach. And today we're going to talk about the GOAT, Jacob deGrom. He's finally back. Yes! Baseball's so much better when Jacob deGrom is here. He's the #1 pitcher on the planet. We saw 51 pitches from him yesterday. We're going to watch all of it. But before we do that, make sure you check out the Nick and Alex Baseball Show, the #1 baseball podcast you can listen to. Go check it out everywhere you can. We do it once a week. It is the best hour-long baseball podcast you will find. Go check that out. But all right, Jacob deGrom, I'm just going to breeze through this because I just want to sit back and enjoy this man. And what he does, if you don't know Jacob deGrom, he throws super hard, a 99, and this is actually the hardest pitch he's going to throw this inning, with a devastating slider. But right now, he's just cooking. 99, sweet, great. He's going to throw 102. Blue! It's 102! I know you missed it. I know you blinked. You got to give it to the man. It's 102. That's Jacob deGrom. There it is. Done. He's so good. You got to give it to him. All right. You didn't give it to him. Fine. 1-2. Throw another one. Throw a better one. What are you going to do? Yeah. 100. Maybe we'll see the slider now at 1-2. We do 95 mile per hour slider because, yeah, sure, why not? And probably another fastball here. No, another slider, 93. Spins around Robles. Oh, he's so good. And I think this is a good time to say, okay, wait, hold on a second. Is this what deGrom is all the time? Yes. His whole goal is to be all the way over here with fastballs generally, and then do sliders all the way over here. His whole game plan is essentially just this part of the plate against lefties or against righties. It doesn't really matter for him. And it means he's just consistent all the way through. And you think, oh, then they'll just cheat on it. I kind of agree, but honestly, it doesn't really matter. His stuff is that good. Sometimes you'll see a first pitch curveball in the middle here, and then he does have a changeup. He sometimes does throw away to lefties. Sometimes he throws it at a righty-righty. He only threw, I think, 4 in this one total, but generally that's what he's trying to do. Now, that was interesting. That was a glove placement setting up away to a lefty. Sometimes he does elevate against the lefties up and away. Very hard for them to avoid that. I mean, obviously does sometimes elevate his heater too. But in general, we're still going to see that. Kind of interesting to see that attempt here. They're trying to go back again, it looks like. And maybe it is something that I remember actually Jacob deRizzi back in the day. If you don't know Jacob deRizzi, all about fastballs up here. But I remember during the wild card game against the Yankees, catcher would be set up here because the ball would naturally go up that way. That could be what's going on here. Maybe they're just trying to keep it down and away. Interesting to see that. And AC 0-2 down and in. Oh, that's a slider. And that is so hard. That pitch is coming here and coming down. And after throwing all these fastballs at 94, like, it's impossible to say no to that. He might throw it again here, 1-2. Oh, that's such a good pitch. That's such a good pitch. Like, you just throw 95, 94 of that. He goes, aha, I figured it out. You do it a second time. It's closer. It's more competitive. And, they're going to swing over that every single time. Oh, my God, 94. I mean, that's a strike every time. Yeah, I mean, 101 inside. Oh, my God. It's filthy. I mean... Like, this is what I'm getting at, is he just throws a slider for a strike here, and he throws a fastball that comes in at 101, terrifies him. I'd be terrified. It's 101 that's coming in at you. And then just throws this ridiculousness. Like, what are you supposed to do? You're trying to catch up to 101. And this is at 94. Like, you do not have enough time to react. And that looks like it's a heater coming in right here. Jesus. What do you do? What do you do? Looks like they're trying to go up and away in a fastball now. Yeah, and they get that, and he does that. And at 101. And you see, like, the glove is positioned down and away. And I really do believe that this is supposed to be up. You don't really see the glove there, but I think that's actually what deGrom's approach is. He's not really missing that spot. He's going up there. And I'm glad he gets a ground out there. It is interesting throwing that 101 heater up, right? And I get it. You know, he's swinging over the... essentially changing the eye level and all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, he just swung and missed on that slider, trying to time for a fastball. So he's in his head trying to get to a fastball his entire at bat. Finally gets one, and actually puts one on it, right? So something to think about there. And I also do want to mention quickly, as this is a terrible view, and that's just a fastball down the middle to Cruz that he swings through. This is a terrible Nationals lineup. Soto is gone. Josh Bell is gone. Cruz and Keibert Ruiz are the only ones really left. I mean, everything else we just saw in the first inning, whatever. But Nelson Cruz isn't even having that great of a season. This is essentially, I call this deGrom's final rehab start. So keep that in mind. But I mean, come on. No one's going to hit this stuff. It doesn't matter who it is, right? Like, it's so hard to hit Jacob deGrom. Oh, my God. These sliders are insane. They're insane. Like, oh, my. I mean, that's the thing. Like, this 101 is what he needs to catch up to. And then the previous pitch, right, is like, think of that fastball, and then it's that. Wow, the camera moved. The camera moved on me. No, I guess I just did a really bad angle. Oh, the camera moved on the foul ball. After this, it moved. Yeah, that's the problem. Okay. Man, so now 1-2 like that, you can. I mean, he's thinking about that fastball too. You got an off-speed pitch, right? Oh, that's a changeup. Oh man, I think that's a changeup, or it could be a missed slider. I think this is the changeup. No, I think that's actually just a missed slider. It's supposed to be more away. Too much of a drop to that, yeah. It's kind of hard to tell a little bit at times because it is going that way, but then again, it's just where it is. But I mean, it's under the zone like that. Like he's trying to catch up to 100 and he can't do it. Like, if you notice, we haven't seen a single like missed secondary pitch up here. We've seen some down here, but like that's part of the whole shtick of deGrom is that he doesn't like just throw a hanging slider. Like they're all like all the stuff is down here. You know, it just makes it so impossible. Like that's a beautiful first pitch curveball. That's called free real estate, y'all. Free real estate. Beautiful. Oh, spot. It's so good. Like, what do you do now? I mean, honestly, I would love to just see him try and be like, cool. Do I have my changeup? And I just play off of that fastball away. I mean, you can do the slider down and in now. Like, what do you do? Yeah. Oh, man. And I will say that's a really good job from Ruiz. Like, he's probably expecting, he's like shortening up his swing and just is trying to catch up to the fastball, trying to hold himself back now. And he just kind of throws the bat down for this. And that is the risk you do take by throwing the slider down and in, is that if they are beat and they don't go totally through, they could theoretically just throw the bat at it and get luckier than they could in other places. I mean, that's a well-executed pitch. It's a case to not throw that pitch, right? Oh, and they got him going to second. All right, well, whatever. Now if he's swinging at that, you throw a slider away now. Oh, he's look how beat he is. I mean, this like the bat isn't coming around. He is so beat on this. The ball's in the glove. Like, one more time in full speed here. Yeah, he's so beat. I mean, so you think like, all right, you throw another high heater because of that. He got it. I mean, that's farther away, so he's able to foul that one off. If you throw a slider now, there's no way he's dealing with us. Yeah, like, nope. KC, bye. Oh, man. Jeez. I think that was his first MLB at bat, by the way, that guy. First ever MLB at bat is against Jacob deGrom. Okay. That's free real estate to me, by the way. I know it's not called strike, but that's a free real estate pitch because you got what you wanted. Fastball down and away. Okay. It is making, and by the way, I know my comments before about the high stuff. It does feel like now that that's not the case. He's missing up for those 0-2 ones he actually did want down and away because he's been hitting them now down and away, and I guess the glove would be up there. That's interesting. That's a missed slider. You can throw another one now, though. Yeah. Oh, that's a really good one. Excellent take. Excellent take from Josh Palacios? I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce that, but that's a really beautiful take. That's a hard one to say no to. And he took it again. deGrom is essentially doing the gambit that I really like. You do 2 in a row. He thinks he deserves a fastball. Now he's going to be like, okay, here's a fastball. Like, do something with it. Yeah. He's like, it's 3-2. I'm chucking a heater down the middle. You can't hit my 99-mile-per-hour fastball. You can't do that, buddy. That's a miss. Down and away. Yep. It's leaking up a little bit. That's okay. And there's a miss down the middle. Like, those last two were a bit mistakes. Like, he's trying to get it down here and he misses here. It's such a good heater still that, like, against Cesar Hernandez, the 8-hitter, like, you can do that and that's okay. Because your deGrom and your stuff is that good. But yeah, it's not the most pristine fastball we've ever seen from deGrom, but still, like, that's still really good. Oh. I mean, it's so hard to hit. Oh, now you throw a slider off of that. Yeah. Oh, it's too hittable. I mean, I'm critiquing deGrom, and the stuff is so good that you can get away with this, and like it isn't completely a hanger or anything. It's just that needs if you get a strikeout if that's here. Look how badly he's swinging at this one. That he's a strike. Like he's committed to this. If you get it underneath the zone here, he's missing it. And you're not giving him a chance in the field. Fourth inning now. We're at 39 pitches, of course, through 3 innings. Smart. You can't hit deGrom, so what do you try and do, Robles? You try and bunt it. I get it. I'm with you. There's a slider, and that's another more hittable one, right? The last couple sliders he's thrown, not the best ones. Like that's supposed to be out of the zone. deGrom rarely tries to throw a slider inside the zone, right? He's just reliant on them trying to go for fastballs and will lean on their O swing. I think that was a changeup that he missed here. I think that's a changeup that's trying to come away. Yeah, it looks like a changeup. It's cool to see him try and do that. Like, yeah, right. Like, that's a pitch that you have, and you can want to kind of find if you have it or not. There goes Robles. And there's another changeup that he misses. And I like the stubbornness of deGrom. We've seen a couple times now that he's missed something, and he goes, I want to do it again and execute it right. He hasn't come through on that. Oh, wow. So that's supposed to be a fastball down here. At the same time, at 2-1, like he's really Garcia's really looking for a fastball to swing at and hit, and it's kind of interesting that he wanted that one and was able to actually get on top of it. That's pretty cool. Props to him. That's a really hard. deGrom's fastball of all pitches is a really hard one to do that to. So slider inside. Oh man, and Yadiel Hernandez could not handle that. Slider inside again. Good play by Alonso to get that out there. I mean, those are both. That's kind of what more of what I was getting at. Like not in the zone, off the plate, feast on their ability or the batter's tendency to swing at those and get themselves out. Fastball past Cruz, he can't handle it. There's the first time that we're seeing like a floater a bit from deGrom. The other ones were off the plate inside, which is way different than up and away. So like that's okay to a lefty. To a righty, it's not what you want to do. But you see that, and the fact that he was passive on it means he's trying to catch up to the heater still. So I think he still throws something down here. Yeah, there's the changeup. This is supposed to be a righty and righty crime in here, and it still is a righty and righty crime. And it comes in, and like Cruz is just thinking this is totally going to be the heater down and away. I got to catch up to that thing, and then just falls off. I mean, that's going like this. Oh, that's absolutely nasty. Here it is in full speed. Oh man, beautiful. I mean, even if it's away like this, it still works. Ruiz got a meaty one to hit. Yeah, I mean, it's still up. This is still hard to necessarily do, right? Like he's trying to get this one down. This one's a little more up. It's not. deGrom fans, a lot of guys, gets a lot of whiffs on that pitch generally, so it's not necessarily bad. But Ruiz sent that for a ride. Props to him for that. Didn't work, but you know, good chance. There's 98 down, does not get the call. Come on, Blue. There's a beautiful slider. Oh my God. Menace is a tough time. Good job. Good take, buddy. He's like, aha, I'm on the slider now. Do it again. Fastball. Oh, he actually gets into the air to the right field, and that is going to be caught. That's the first out. Throw more fastballs. Oh, that's a first pitch. Oh, that's free real estate. Good job there, deGrom. I remember seeing that on the Mets broadcast. I believe that was a changeup that he bounced there. He still doesn't quite have that one. There's a fastball out of the zone away. Sweet. You normally don't see that. I go for, oh man, that's twice now. And there you go. That is deGrom's outing. The last two are interesting because both of these pitches are up and away here, right? These are out of the zone, and you're just kind of seeing the Nationals get themselves out here, swinging at fastballs that they shouldn't be swinging at. But I think it's just really hard to determine if this is a strike or not from deGrom. This is a little bit flatter. That is middle of the zone as opposed to up, which means it's a little easier to poke to left field. But there is Lindor perfectly shifted. And this wasn't, believe it or not, this wasn't peak deGrom. Stuff-wise, yes. Velocity's there. Slider was absurdly good. Location a little bit off. It wasn't, to me, it wasn't a case where if he faced someone that's not the Nationals, like he would have gotten destroyed. No. But he didn't deserve to necessarily have a no-hitter or something, if you ask me. I mean, it's still deGrom, and he's the greatest thing ever. Look, it's insane. deGrom is the #1 pitcher in baseball. I think watching that, you can just see how stupid hard this is. And I just can't wait to watch more. I'm still so happy he's back. But that's going to do it for today. That is Francisco Lindor. That is not Jacob deGrom. But that's going to do it. So thanks so much for subbing, hitting the bell, all that fun stuff, leaving a like. Let me know what you think of this video in the comments below. But that's it. So my name is Nick Pollack, and may your BABIPs be low and your strikeouts high.